On January 26, 2020, a small headline from a famous media outlet sent shockwaves worldwide when it announced that Kobe Bryant's helicopter had met an accident within a few minutes. The whole of social media buzzed with news of Kobe Bryant's accident. In this video, we'll cover the story of a tragic event that led to a horrific accident that changed the lives of Kobe Bryant and his family forever. On a cold, gray Sunday morning in the winter of 2020, veteran helicopter pilot Ara Zobayan found himself at the Atlantic Aviation Terminal in John Wayne International Airport, Orange County, California. When he looked at his flight planning app, he felt something wasn't right. The app showed the city covered in clouds and hazy conditions, making many areas unfit for flying. This was a big problem for Zobayan because his employer, OC Helicopters, was supposed to fly NBA superstar Kobe Bryant and 7 others to Camarillo, an airport 80 miles away on the coast. For Zobayan, this flight meant more than just a job. It was an opportunity to elevate his profile and that of his company, Island Express Helicopters. A small organization with only 6 helicopters and pilots, most of its business involved tourist transportation between Long Beach and Catalina Island. However, custom charter flights for high-profile individuals like Kobe Bryant were far more lucrative. Keeping Kobe satisfied was crucial for the company's reputation, and ensuring a safe and timely journey was Zobayan's utmost priority. On that fateful morning, Bryant boarded the Sikorsky S-76B, a twin-engine aircraft known for its safety. However, the company responsible for the flight, Island Express, was only licensed for visual flight regulations, requiring the pilot to have constant ground visibility. As Zobayan showed the weather map to Brick Webb, OC Helicopters' owner, the red markings indicated unfavorable flying conditions for the direct route over the coast to Camarillo. Undeterred, Zobayan proposed an alternative route, promising a longer but safer journey, bypassing inland and east of downtown LA. The flight's safety was determined by a flight risk analysis tool, an electronic checklist with 69 items, assigning points to indicate the risk factor. A score above 45 required the pilot to consult management, but Zobayan, pressed for time, skipped this crucial step and submitted the plan. All that remained for Kobe Bryant and his companions was to reach their destination. Having recently retired from the NBA, Kobe Bryant had taken a keen interest in his daughter Gianna's athletic pursuits. Forming Team Mamba and coaching Gianna, he traveled with other young athletes and their parents, including Peyton, Sarah Chester, Alyssa, Carrie, and John Altobelli. Little did they know that this seemingly routine journey would lead to a tragic and life-altering event. The team also included Kobe's assistant coach, Christina Mauser, whom they had met through Gianna's private school at Corona del Mar. They were all en route to Thousand Oaks for a Travel League basketball tournament. The night before, Kobe's personal assistant had called OC Helicopters to reschedule the departure time from 9:45 a.m. to 9 a.m. The group, dressed in identical black tracksuits featuring a Nike swoosh and the Mamba Sports Academy logo, was ready for takeoff. Heading to the helicopter, they were led by Zobayan, with Webb assisting the passengers. The Sikorsky helicopter's interior was luxurious, featuring polished mahogany veneer, gold-colored accents, and 2-tone leather bench seats. At 9:06 a.m., the helicopter lifted off the ground, the turbines roaring and the rotor thumping as they ascended into the sky. For people who love helicopters, these flying machines mean a lot of freedom, even though they are loud and cost a lot. Kobe Bryant liked sitting by the left window, looking forward to seeing everything, but on that day, it was hazy outside. As Zobayan flew north, he saw different places through the fog, like Los Alamitos Airfield, the Coyote Creek Flood Control Channel, and the interchanges of the 605 freeway. Zobayan's deep knowledge of geography, stemming from his upbringing in Lebanon and later moving to the US, made him adept at navigating the complex airspace of Los Angeles. He began working for Island Express in 2011, gaining recognition from celebrities like Kylie Jenner and NBA player Kawhi Leonard. Flying in Los Angeles requires a keen understanding of airspace rules due to its status as one of the world's busiest airspaces. One big danger is when pilots accidentally end up in bad weather, a situation called inadvertent flying in instrumental meteorological conditions, IIMC. To stop this from happening, the Federal Aviation Administration made strict rules and required pilots, including Zobayan, to take special courses. As the Sikorsky flew away from downtown Los Angeles, the passengers marveled at the sights, passing Dodger Stadium and the Los Angeles River. Approaching the Santa Monica Mountains, obscured by low clouds, Zobayan aimed for a gap near the LA Zoo, leading to the San Fernando Valley and the backdoor route to Camarillo. Flying past the Silver Lake Reservoir marked their entry into uncontrolled airspace, an area without air traffic control monitoring. However, beyond the mouth of the mountains lay Burbank Airport, which was under strict surveillance. To enter, they needed permission from the control tower. At 9:20 a.m., Zobayan requested permission, but the tower denied it due to low visibility and an approaching SkyWest jet. Undeterred, Zobayan proposed special visual flight rules, allowing entry below minimum conditions if no other aircraft were present. The catch was that permission depended on the absence of other aircraft. At 9:32 a.m., after circling for 11 minutes, Zobayan received approval to enter Burbank airspace. Eager to reach Camarillo, he faced a detour around the San Fernando Valley due to departing traffic. The delay wasn't his concern. Instead, he worried about thick clouds since Orange County. As he approached Calabasas Pass, uncertain if the clouds would stay at the same height, he knew passing the top of the pass was crucial. Motivated by his commitment to the Bryants, Zobayan aimed to complete his assignments with pride. Despite the risk of delay, he was determined to reach Thousand Oaks. He had options. If the pass was blocked, return to Van Nuys or land and wait for the fog to clear later in the day. At 9:40 a.m., leaving Van Nuys airspace, he transitioned to uncontrolled airspace. Contacting the SoCal approach, he requested flight tracking, anticipating real-time weather and air traffic advisories. Confirming his low altitude, he received a warning about the potential loss of radar and radio contact. Along the Ventura Freeway, he flew over Calabasas Shopping Center, Calabasas Park Estates, and a water tower on a hill. As the ground rose beneath him, he stayed on course, aware that his IEMC training would be crucial if he entered a cloud. Pacing over the pass at 150 miles per hour by 9:44 a.m., his helicopter's movements were observed by a few hikers on the ground. One witness in the parking lot described seeing a long white helicopter flying low and then disappearing into a low-hanging cloud cover, leaving onlookers in awe. In the cockpit, pilot Zobayan found himself unintentionally in instrumental weather conditions, facing the challenge of returning to safety. He withdrew the controls, began climbing, and hoped to find a break in the clouds. Zobayan radioed the new controller, indicating he was just west of Van Nuys, and initiated a climb in search of clearer air. As adrenaline surged, Zobayan pushed the helicopter into the clouds, realizing he had to stay focused. Not following proper techniques from his IEMC training, he flew manually instead of engaging the autopilot, risking disorientation. Correcting a tilt to the left, he asked the new controller to monitor the flight. The climb continued, reaching 1,000 feet, with moments of clarity in the clouds. Zobayan, close to the summit, reported his intention to climb to 4,000 feet. However, after reaching that altitude, there was dead silence. The last contact with the control tower occurred at 9:45 a.m. In the hills of Calabasas, two mountain bikers witnessed the helicopter crash at 9:48 a.m., its tail and rotors separating on impact, followed by a tumbling fuselage and a fiery explosion. The bikers rushed down towards the wreckage. At OC Helicopters, no one knew what had happened. Operations manager Patty Taylor sent out texts, growing increasingly concerned. Checking flight tracking, Vice President Baggs saw the helicopter hadn't been tracked from 9:45 onwards. Emergency response procedures were initiated, and a text was sent to Zobayan asking if he was okay. In the immediate aftermath, another helicopter from the company was dispatched to Zobayan's last known position. Unfortunately, within 10 minutes, firefighters reached the crash site and realized there were no more lives to be saved. At 12:05 a.m., tragic news spread that NBA superstar Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi, along with 7 other passengers, had died in a devastating helicopter crash. Social media buzzed with speculation and false reports until a small media outlet confirmed the heartbreaking details. The crash prompted intense scrutiny, leading Bryant's widow, Vanessa, and the families of the other victims to file a wrongful death lawsuit against the helicopter company Island Express. It's a painful realization that such a tragedy could have been avoided. People worldwide were deeply saddened by the tragic death of Kobe Bryant. Condolences poured in from notable figures such as U.S. President Donald Trump, actress Reese Witherspoon, NBA legends Bill Russell and Larry Bird, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Disney CEO Robert Iger, rapper Wyclef Jean, former NFL player Keyshawn Johnson, and FC Barcelona Football Club. They expressed sorrow and respect for Bryant's remarkable legacy as an athlete, mentor, and creative mind. A thorough investigation revealed that the helicopter crash was likely caused by the pilot's decision to fly into clouds, breaking federal rules. This choice left him unable to see, resulting in a loss of control. Many people wonder what could have happened if the pilot chose not to fly in bad weather or used autopilot. Would the last decisions have changed the sad outcome of that day? Let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.